Alright, this video is for all my friends, all my followers, all my friends on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter. I'm making this video for people to understand that I do not hate LeBron. I do not hate on the Heat. I'm sick and tired of people posting messages on my page and sending me messages and tweeting on me and telling me that I hate on the Heat, that I blah blah blah, that I don't like the Heat. It's not that I do not like the Heat. Let me make this clear. I used to be a Heat fan when Wade was the only player on the Heat when Shaquille O'Neal was there in 2006, I believe. If I'm correct, I believe it was 2006. I used to like the Heat. I don't have a problem with the Heat. I was a Heat fan. I'm a Wade fan. I love the way Wade played basketball. I like LeBron too. But after all the stuff that have happened, that LeBron, Bosh went to Miami, and it's like everybody wants to play for Miami. All right, everybody. A lot of people that are free agents at this time. Everybody, or they're playing for the D League. They don't want to come back if they don't play for Miami. Everybody wants to play for Miami. All right, and the problem is Miami is full of superstars. Is that their fault? Yeah, it is. That's the organization fault. The organization has to do something with it. All right. And I understand everybody wants to win a ring. Everybody wants a ring. Yes, everybody does want a ring. I understand that. But why when LeBron was in the Cavs, nobody wanted to go there? All right. And I have a lot of respect for LeBron. LeBron is a beast. He's a good basketball player. Have a lot of respect. He's the best player right now in the NBA. He's the best player. For this decade, he is the best player. Yes, I give him all the respect. LeBron is the best player. I understand that. But the problem is, when LeBron was in the Cavs, LeBron, he made it to the finals and so forth. That's fine. I respect that. But now that he's in Miami, everybody's a Miami Heat fan. When LeBron was in the Cavs, I didn't hear nobody talk about the Cavs. But now that he's with Wade and Bosh, everybody, ooh, Miami. Are you a Miami Heat fan or are you a LeBron fan? If you're a LeBron fan, stop saying you're a Miami Heat fan, because you're not a Miami Heat fan. You're a LeBron fan. Understand? I'm Chicago. I like Chicago. You know who I like from Chicago? Derrick Rose, Robinson. Does that make me a Chicago fan? No, that makes me a Rose fan. That makes me a Nate Robinson fan. From the Pacers, I like Green. I like the way Green plays. So does that make me a Pacer fan? No. I like individuals from different teams in the NBA. All right, that doesn't make me a fan of those players. I mean, of that team. It makes me a fan of those players. So a lot of people saying, "Oh, I see all these Facebook and all these tweets and all this stuff about Miami. Are you really a Miami Heat fan?" So if LeBron left Miami, are you still gonna be a Miami Heat fan, or are you gonna be a LeBron fan? All right. If LeBron changes his colors when his contract is up, are you still gonna be a fan of Miami, or are you gonna be a LeBron fan? All right. This is the misunderstanding that we have now with people talking of certain things. All right. Let's say football. Football. I like Michael Vick. Does that make me a Eagles fan? Does that make me an Eagle fan? Cause I like Michael Vick. Come on. I'm a Matthews fan. Does that make me a Green Bay fan? I like Aaron Rodgers. Does that make me a Green Bay fan? I like different players from different teams. Does that make me a fan of that team, or does that make me a fan of the player? All right, so there's a lot of misunderstanding of certain things that are going on. All right, I'm a Dwight Howard fan. I think Dwight Howard is. I like Chris Paul. Does that make me a Clippers fan? Should I rule for the Clippers because I like Chris Paul? I like Griffin. Does that make me a Clippers fan? I like Crawford. Does that make me a Clippers fan? Or does that make me a Crawford fan? Alright? And I know people are going to put a lot of nasty comments from this video. They're gonna say I'm a hater and so forth, and tell me I'm a bandwagon fan. And you know, and it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Like I said, I have a lot of respect for LeBron. LeBron is the best player right now. He is the most valuable player. He is a beast. I respect that. All right. But if LeBron was individual in a team by himself, you know, with a couple scrubs from the NBA, it wouldn't be a problem. But now everybody wants to go to Miami because King James is there, Wade is there, Bosh is there. Everybody wants to there. Now we got Anderson there. If you give the Celtics 5 of the players that Miami Heat has, if you give them 5 of the bench players from Miami to the Celtics will be a great basketball team. 5 players. Give them 5 players from the Miami Heat bench, and the Celtics will be a great basketball team. All right? That's what we got to understand. All right? Everybody on the Miami Heat team is from number 1 to 12 or from 1 to 13, whatever players they have on their bench, they're all good. Even the worst player. Who are you going to say is their worst player? Anthony? Send Anthony to Boston, and I bet you he'll be a great player. He'll be a good center. All right? Who else? Jones. Send Jones to Boston, and he'll be doing a great job in Boston. Cole. Send Cole to Boston. You'll have a great they'll have a great basketball team in Boston. 5 of those players, they'll be good. You understand? You give them 5 of the players, the so-called the worst players that don't get playing time in the Heat team, they'll come here and they'll be a great you have a great basketball team in here. Understand? No matter where. Tell them to the Bobcats. They'll have a great team. Give them 5 of the Miami Heat players. 5, the bench. Miami Heat will still be good without LeBron and without Wade. They will still win games. They proved it this season when Wade and LeBron missed like 3 games. They were still winning. With Ray Allen and Bosh in the game, they were still winning. The game that Bosh hit the buzzer beater. The 3. The big clutch 3. Without Wade and without LeBron. Alright? They were close games, but they were still winning. So that is my point. Alright? Stop saying that you're a Heat fan if you're really not a Heat fan. If you're a LeBron hater. It's 2 different things. Alright? I'm not a Heat fan hater. Stop saying that, please. I'm sick and tired of people tweeting and sending me messages that I'm a Heat hater. You know, I'm still getting text messages now. My phone is still blowing up. People texting me, you know, he's the king. Yes, I know he's the king. Alright, I respect that. I know he's the king. But like I said, if you give 5 of those players to one of the worst teams in the NBA right now, if 5 of the players from the Miami Heat go to the Bobcats will not be as bad as they are. If 5 of those players go to New Orleans won't be as bad as they are. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Alright? And it's nothing more. Do I hate on Durant? No, Durant's a great basketball player. It's Durant, Kevin, and Westbrook. As you can see, Durant couldn't do much without Westbrook because he was the point guard. So it's 2 different things. People say, "Oh, why you don't hate on the Thunders? They have a great team." No, they have 2 great basketball players. They have Durant and they have Westbrook. Perkins is all right, yes, but it's not. You can't compare no team in the NBA as the Heat. There's no team in the NBA right now that have as much All-Stars as the Miami Heat basketball team. That's what I want everybody to understand. There's no team in the NBA that has as much All-Stars as the Miami Heat team. Alright? Miami, they're unstoppable because of all the All-Stars they have. If you spread those All-Stars around the NBA, it'll be a different thing about the NBA. The NBA is boring. Everybody knows Miami Heat should win it all the time because of all the All-Stars they have. Alright? This is part 1 of my video, and I know I'm going to get a lot of tweets and a lot of messages and a lot of comments on this. Hey, I'm not hating, man. I'm not hating. Alright? The same thing if it was the Celtics. I'm a Boston person. I love Boston. I love all my teams from Boston. If it was in Boston too that they had a whole team of All-Stars, I'll be complaining about it too. It's boring. It's boring to see their games. You know, it's just that simple. And I would like to see when their contract is up and LeBron goes to somewhere else and Wade goes somewhere else, or LeBron stays in Miami and Wade goes to somewhere else where people are gonna say that. And that's it. It's so simple. Everybody wants to play with them. Everybody. Oh, everybody wants a ring. Yeah, definitely. Everybody does want a ring. You want to be surrounded with all-stars. Dudes are sitting on the bench. You have like 4 dudes that are not even dressed up. They all want a ring. They're not even playing. They all want a ring. Oh, they didn't even want to retire. They're old, raggedy, but they still want to stay. They want to stay on the bench. Oh, I don't care. I'm injured. I don't want to play. Oh, give me a ring. Come on, LeBron. Go get me a ring. Everybody wants to lean on LeBron. Everybody's leaning on LeBron and on Wade on Bosh. Ray Allen. Come on. How many All-Stars they have? Come on, people. Let's be honest. Thank you very much.